Hi everyone. Yes, I know there was just a video posted a little while ago with Chaos in it. Chaos has since left, and I am going to be on my own server, and I've technically already started in it. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory right now. And I am in a village, if I remember correctly. Right now I'm just kind of getting things started. It is in survival. I do not have a bed. If you're wondering why my hand looks black, it's because I am my actual skin and not a different kind of skin that I like to randomly put on. And as for the video with Chaos, that was a whole different kind of Minecraft that I was doing with her. Because she didn't feel like playing the actual version of Minecraft, so we did that version instead. And I was completely fine with that, considering she had her own mods. And that's the reason why stuff looks so different there. I will be on that later in the day, if Chaos ever gets back on it. That is the only thing I will not do. I will not go on a person's server without them being there. I do have this world in peaceful right now, but that is because when I spawned in, I was dying to the point I could not even grab my stuff. So I put it to peaceful. I will change it back as soon as I have everything that I want. But until then, it will be in survival and peaceful. So till then, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to do anything about it. I will take this. That is one thing I will do. I will take this stuff. I will also take this bed. Actually, I have plans for bed. Walk around, you dumb villager. Go on, go on. Can't get in that way. As you can tell, there's a fish. Armadillo. It's a grindstone. I don't want the grindstone. I will take the bread. I should probably start looking for an actual base to call home. I will probably set spawn near it instead of like being, I don't know how many far blocks I am from spawn right now. I do know it is in a savanna, so I know that I'm still in savanna biome, so I know it's still around, so I'm not that far away from it. It's just don't know where it actually is. I mean, I will say this ahead of time. I might drop in some I will say this, I only have a few rules for this server if I do allow people to join, which I might. The only rules is you are not allowed to be in creative unless you are building or need building blocks. That is the only thing. That is pretty much my only rule for right now. I mean, unless you're trying to grief others' bases, then I will permanently kick you from the server, but other than that, not really. Like, also no stealing, so that's the only other one. But other than that, I don't really see an issue with stuff. Like, unless you are wanting to do an Origins, kind of recipe, I don't really see anything wrong with wanting to do that. I really don't. Do I have roses on me? No, I don't. I'm gonna go back. So there's some roses over this way. I know it. I'm not blind. Alright. I'm surprised it has not turned into a forest fire. And yes, I do have texture packs on, which are making it look like this. I'm not mad at the texture packs for making it look like this. It looks magical. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the texture packs is being very stupid about the trees. But that's fine. If it wants to be stupid with the trees, then go ahead and be stupid with the trees. I think it's really just the jungle trees it's being stupid with. Yeah, I think it is. But that's fine. Considering I don't really use jungle for a lot of stuff, so... I mean, I will get the wood, and I will put it at spawn when I find one. I will be right back, guys.
trapped some on the boat, and it was time to start working on the very first enclosure, the pillager. So first of all, I'm going to build their enclosure, and then I'm going to figure out how to get 34 name tags. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So tell me stop when you want the enclosure. Okay, so number one, let's fill the area up. I was thinking of probably going for a sandy enclosure, and I wanted to do a miniature pillager outpost, but yeah, it really looked a bit silly, so I thought I'd be better off doing a pillager tent instead. I even decided to give food and water, even though monsters don't necessarily eat, but I thought it would be funny. At that point, I realized I still needed to do so many things before actually starting the zoo. So yeah, I had a lot on my plate. For getting a large amount of name tags, the best thing to do is to trade with a villager. So I decided I would build a sugarcane farm for paper, a cow farm for books, and a villager breeder for extra villagers. I decided to build a villager breeder at the village because I could get villagers inside very easily. One of the villagers actually wandered in on his own, which was very handy, and I got the other one with a boat. I then went back home to collect a bunch of carrots, and then I planted them all in the villager breeder. Now that the villager breeder was all done and working, it was time to head over to the Nether to collect a bunch of ancient debris to be prepared for the Ender Dragon fight, because having an elytra would be much easier for building the zoo. No! I had collected 18 ancient debris, and I found another 2, which meant I could upgrade my entire armor to netherite as well as my sword. I went to prepare all my tools and upgraded my bow, and finally it was time to loot the nether fortress. The only problem was there was nothing to loot, there were no chests and no nether warts, so I had to search the nether for an extra half hour to find another nether fortress, and I finally got the nether warts. After looting all of the chests, I went back to the village and started building the sugarcane farm using an observer and some pistons. Basically, once the first sugarcane reaches 3 blocks high, all the sugar canes are to be harvested. I then started working on the cow farm, which was quite funny because it had a special lava button, but other than that, it wasn't very effective because I couldn't get that many cows in the top, but it was perfect for instantly cooking meat, I guess. This is the fate that awaits it. I decided to lock up a librarian so that he would be safe from monsters, and then I started working on the iron farm. It was a really practical farm because you could get villagers in easily by breaking the beds, and you don't need any name tags. A boat will do fine to trap the zombie. And oh my, it is so efficient. I really recommend this farm design because it is so simple and effective. And by the way, I now have a power 5 on my bow. I'd spent several hours AFK at the sugarcane farm and I didn't even get a stack. So I decided to head over to the desert to collect a few stacks of sugarcane for trading with a villager, but in the future I will probably have to extend the farm. I actually quickly ran out of paper and had to trade all my emeralds back to him. Finally, he started selling name tags, so I decided to turn him into a zombie and then cure him so that I would have a reduced price on the name tags, even though I was expecting a much lower price. And now you're gonna see one of the very smart moments of this video. No. So we've got Bruce, he's in his little enclosure, he's got his bed, his food, and a picture of his mother. I mean, what more could he ask? Now that the pillager enclosure is done, let's defeat the Ender Dragon. I started off with all the preparations, so I brewed some potions of strength, slow falling, and I gathered plenty of ender pearls. And finally, it was time to set out on an adventure. I keep wondering, has anybody fallen in the lava ever? What does it feel like? the ship, and I was able to collect the elytra. Now, obviously, being super smart, I'd forgotten to take fireworks, so I had to slowly and carefully make my way back to a portal and then back into the overworld. Now, all I have to do is get all these super deadly monsters inside my zoo. The second monster we're going to add to the zoo is going to be the Blaze. So I'm going to start off by covering up the ground with nether bricks. I'm also going to need a bunch of sand for glass. So to actually smelt up all this sand and turn it into glass, I'm going to go to the nether and fill up another shulker box with lava buckets. That should be more than enough. Hello there. While I was smelting all the glass, I continued working on the enclosure, so it was inspired by the Nether Fortress, and I added some lava for the Blaze to eat and swim in, as well as some other decorations. I then started building a long path going over to the fortress because I was planning on bringing him back in a boat. To deal with the fireballs, I collected some magma cream and brewed some fire resistance potions. The Blaze kept breaking the boat, which was so annoying, but finally he got in and I named him Jerry. Jerry kept hitting me non-stop. Thankfully I had netherite armor, and basically I brought him up using some pistons. He managed to get out of the boat several times, but thankfully I got him back in, and then it was a very relaxing trip back to the portal. Thank you very much, Jerry. Very nice. No! Thankfully he went through the portal without any issues. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say bringing back the Blaze is a 9 in difficulty. The next enclosure will be the zombie. For the zombie enclosure, I'd like to do something relatively nice with like grass and bushes rather than doing something dark and stony. I kind of want every enclosure to be a little bit unique. If I just do the skeleton, creeper, zombie in just a dark cave, it's just going to be a bit sad. Once the enclosure was done, I went back to the village to trade some sticks with some Fletchers so that I could buy 2 new name tags. I chose the name Berta for the zombie because it's absolutely beautiful, and I went to get a zombie from underneath my zoo. So basically, I gave the zombie a helmet thinking that it wouldn't break. That actually wasn't too difficult. So, okay, great. How to lose a name tag yet again. Perfect. Finally, I took the wise decision of building a roof over the enclosure so it looked a bit like a gazebo, I guess. And this time around, Berta II thankfully didn't die. Now that the zombie enclosure is done, I think we're going to work on the creeper enclosure. So I was kind of debating what I should do for the enclosure, so probably like a mossy enclosure because creepers are meant to be covered in moss. And obviously I will also add plenty of TNT. I decided to add a few amethyst blocks as well as a glass wall all around. Now it's time to get some more name tags, so I'm going to pop by the village to trade sticks for emeralds. For the name, I choose Bert, and now it's time to go get a creeper from underneath the zoo. The creeper actually almost exploded when he entered his enclosure, but apart from that, all went really well, and I carefully put his name tag on. Now we're going to do the skeleton. So for the enclosure, I think we're going to do it similar to the Soul Sand Valley because there are tons of skeletons in this biome. So first of all, we're going to head over to the Nether and collect a bunch of soul sand, soul soil, etc. But you know what? This guy I'm probably going to put in a boat there. So I'm going to start off by doing half of the enclosure with soul soil and the other half with soul sand. I'm also going to do a sort of fossil in the center. I guess it could represent the skeleton's house, even though I don't know why he would live in a fossil. And finally, let's add a bit of vegetation. At that point, I realized I'd forgotten to give water to Bert. It's not important to give water to a creeper. I don't know why I do it, and this happened. Oh no. All that because I wanted to give a creeper water. Thankfully, the skeleton enclosure and especially the blaze enclosure are still intact because if they weren't, I think I would just quit there. Now I need to stop making the same mistakes. No, 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 no. Perfect. To get my mind off how terrible I was, I went to collect some amethyst shards to make tinted glass. Once I'd finished building the skeleton enclosure, I went to get another creeper. Okay, Tootsie, don't mess this up for the 100th time. Thankfully, I managed to get him safely in his enclosure and there weren't any explosions this time. I then went to get a skeleton, so first of all, I gave him a helmet so that he wouldn't burn, then I painted him.
Alrighty.
Next,
Alrighty, everyone, I am back.
doing a
Sorry it took it so long, but I am back.
to keep the spiders contained. Enclosure into a glass bottle so that the spiders can come out. I then went for the spider that I named Henrietta and I brought her in. So to change it up first, let's do the ghost. Obviously, the ghost needs a very large enclosure, so I'm going to start off by covering this large with mud. To actually keep the ghost contained, I'm going to so I need to think about a way to get the ghost back in video form. So I started clearing out the area and digging up all the netherrack. And guess what? The only thing I got was zombie. I then dug out an enormous room in the nether wall, making sure I was in the Soul Sand Valley biome. It took me ages to do, and guess what? It didn't work. So at that point, I was really starting to get fed up because imagine digging out netherrack for hours for no results. It can be a bit frustrating. But I didn't lose hope and I decided to try one last solution. So I went up to the nether roof and built a special contraption to help me get a ghast in a minecart. And I connected it to a railway with a portal.
I will say this is probably the longest video that's going to be on my channel. Other than that, I don't know. But I will say it's probably going to be the most time I actually spend on here, because when I start making the whole hub for actually being able to join me, I'm probably going to remove one of the mods. I'll figure out what mods I want the leaves to be like that, and then I'll remove it. But other than that, I don't really know. I mean, there are some mods that I did put in that are a bit iffy in mechanics, so it will depend on if it wants to be iffy or not. I'm probably going to try and get a jungle sapling off camera because I don't feel like having to fight the trees to keep trying to get a sapling from them. So, just not going to. There are some saplings that I might also just get off camera because I don't feel like going 1,000 blocks out to find them. I would probably do it in the future, but with just getting started, I think I'm just gonna get them off right off the bat, and that way, if people want that kind of tree to build out of, they have it. I do know some people don't like building out of trees and wood, but they can have it in their palette for like color schemes and all that. I will say, there are probably going to be a lot of seaweed furnace, due to, I don't know how scarce the coal is right now, so if anyone wants to use seaweed as a local source of fire for your furnaces, or like blast furnace or any type of furnace you have, that's up to you. I'm not going to stop you. But I will probably open my server up at a later date, just in case. I'm probably going to pause the video right now and probably just pause recording for a second and try and figure out where I'm going to build the new hub instead of in a savanna biome. But if I don't, that's completely fine with me, because I'm probably going to just be a lazy booger and not do anything of it. That's a flowering azalea tree, so I'm guessing there's...
that's not going to be very fun. I flew all over to the end and made my way above the end islands in search of an end city close enough to the coast. Finally, using pistons to get up. I had cleared a part of the portal with a mushroom, and all I had to do now was push the shulker in the portal with water and then break the boat. I then built a long dirt path going all the way to his enclosure, and I carefully sailed over the shulker and finally placed my head on his back. The shulker is no daunted, and I intend plus to get back. Next, we're going to have a look at the series ahead. All raid logs. The advantage is that all these logs come to you wherever a raid is started. So I got the idea of building a raid farm. I then went to get a villager from a nearby village and brought him up to the farm using the railway. I started using the farm to get a few times without dying because I was really stressing out about the evoker and making sense and I was able to get cheap name tags because I had the hero of the moment effect, and I also got plenty of emeralds from Vindicators. And by the way, let's start with the Vindicator. As the Vindicator reminds me of Lumberjack, I made a spruce fence themed enclosure with a stack of cut-down logs in the middle. I then put those all around the raid farm and caught a Vindicator that I transferred to a minecart and I sent him down to his new home. I had to take care of him very well because he could be encountered in the raids. Earlier on, Bruce the Pillager had gotten out of his enclosure to join a villager club. And I love Becky, so I brought in an encountered in the raids and I couldn't continue. The lovely Ravager. I covered the ground of the enclosure with mud, flattened out the grass ground beneath him. I gave him a large trough full of hay and a cauldron with water. Ravagers don't fit in boats, so I put him in a moving minecart. I couldn't get the minecart off him, so I placed some activator rails underneath, and that did the trick. I named the Ravager Gertrude, and she followed me all the way back to her enclosure. Come on, Gertrude! I'm pretending like I'm so relaxed, but I'm not. Okay, and now let's do the mobs that terrorize me the most. The evoker and its fences. For the enclosure minecart, and I collected
Alright guys, I'm back, and yes, I am in Korea.
the outside of the garden.
That is due to me finding the perfect spot where I want spawn to be.
And realized I should add a few more mobs. So we have
I'm not going to actually
baby zombified piglin,
have
baby drowned, and finally the baby husk. So first I made a passage
spawn
going all the way to the bastion, and I
set
managed to
yet
trap a piglin brute
until
in a boat. And finally I got him in a minecart and
no,
sent him over
there's
to the piglin enclosure.
not yet. Anyway.
For the baby piglin, I basically just found a baby zombified piglin in the nether, and I brought him back to the overworld in a boat. For the baby drowned, I basically just lured a baby zombie in the drowned enclosure, and that was done pretty easily. And finally, for the baby husk, I spent a few nights in the desert waiting for one to spawn, and when I I'm going to do to get the dragon is place some blocks in specific places at level 200. If you want a detailed explanation of how this all works, I recommend you check out Ignaz778's video because he is the one who figured it out. But to put it simply, this trick will play on how the dragon path fights. So now it's time to respawn the Ender Dragon, but for that I need 4 egg crystals. I will get a few totems of undying, just to be sure I won't die. Oh, and they do look like Paddington Bear. I don't know why I chose that, but I thought it would be funny if I was like carrying a teddy bear everywhere I go. So normally I'm prepared. I've got my bear, totem of undying, I've got my crystals, and now all we need to do is place them around and hope that everything will go as planned. And it probably won't, I expect. Okay, there he is. Now it's time to break all the crystals. So as you can see, he is blocked in place. So normally and hopefully he will stay stuck like this. And now what I have to do is push him through this portal. I wonder, can he throw his little balls at me there? That wouldn't be very good. So now what I have to do is place a lever, activate it, and then it will move the block slowly until I can actually move the dragon. So I think she's starting to move. Oh no. Oh great.
Alrighty.
So he's destroying everything. Perfect.
It has been
I
set
have a second chance now,
for right there.
guys, and I am never ever doing a flying machine ever again. Flying machine is somewhere over there, just doing its thing. Yeah, I tried to pretend I was a good Minecraft player, but no, I'm not. Here we go again, the long way. But at least it is a sure way.
Are you sure about that?
Okay. Okay, so guys, I'm just not managing. Every time the dragon is around here, for some reason, he gets unblocked. So I think I'm gonna have to kill that dragon, and that will open another portal, and maybe it'll work better. I don't know. Well, at least killing the Ender Dragon won't be too hard. Did a new portal open up somewhere? Yes. So what I'm gonna do is respawn the dragon, and I'm gonna try and get him through that portal instead of that one because there's some reason that one just isn't working.
I don't know why that's giant, but it is.
Well, I guess it's time to try this all over again. We've got the dragon in the air. He's a bit high, but yeah, I've got to get him through here.
Now that those are there, you can set up
Oh
sign.
my goodness, guys. I think I finally managed, and look at the state of the end. I would for years on this. So yeah, basically I have to hope that the game will realize that the Ender Dragon is missing. Okay, perfect. We've got one. So all I need to do is kill him. I mean, he looks a bit like a fly. Not sure why.
Alright, that is it for right now. I just wanted to get spawn set up. I will come back when I have found a place for my house. Other than that, have a nice evening.